What's up, guys? This is Will of Will's Gadgets and More, back with another video. Doing a follow-up on the Microsoft Surface Go 3. I've been using this about a week now, and I've been using it in the Windows 11 S mode intentionally. I didn't want to take it out of the S mode. All of the other Surface devices that I've had, I've immediately took it out of S mode, but this time I wanted to use it and see what the difference is in between in the S mode or the home mode. So I haven't had any issues using in the S mode other than not being able to install third-party apps that are not within the Windows Store. So that's the place where you're only going to be able to get things out of your Windows Store here. So that's what you're going to have to live with in S mode. So I have the base model tablet here. This is running the Intel Pentium Gold 6500Y processor. This has 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage, but there is a micro SD card slot where you can expand the storage on this. This has a bright and colorful display on it, 10.5 inch, what they call Pixel Sense. This has Gorilla Glass 3. The resolution is 1920 by 1280, and it's about 400 nits. So not too bad as far as that. You do have some bezels around here. I kind of like them because it gives you a place to grab and hold this. So not too bad as far as that. You do have a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. You also have an 8 megapixel camera on the back. On this side here, you got your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. You got your Type-C port here for hooking up peripherals. You do have a charging port here, proprietary. Now, I have been using this to hook up to my external monitor, SSDs, and things of that nature. All of that works great. You got your pogo pins on the bottom in case you want to pick up the official keyboard. And then on the top, you got your power button, volume up and down. And then you got this nice kickstand that you can lower all the way down to this position here. So that is the physical aspects of this device. Now let's talk about the device and hold. I've been using this for web browsing, social media, email, a few little light games, and Netflix and things of that nature. And that's what I picked it up for. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do any intense like video editing, photo editing, and stuff like that. Now, you're able to do small things like that. I don't know if I mentioned the 2 speakers here. So you got 2 speakers here as well. Now, you can't do anything like that. You can do very light video editing. There's a little video editor that comes installed on here. I've used it before. So you can do just light video editing, but mostly this is being used for, like I said, web browsing, social media, and things of that nature. So that's how I've been using it. Now, it does have an accelerometer. It's not the fastest. The process on here is not the fastest process, as you guys see, but it does rotate. And with the 4 gigabytes of RAM, if you're in the web browser, you're able to have quite a few tabs open with no problem here. So here's YouTube. You get a chance to see this is the Microsoft browser, and that's the only one I've been using. I didn't try to download any of the other web browsers that you can find in the Microsoft Store. When I take it out of S mode, I would definitely download Chrome on it and try that out. But here's Twitter. So if I wanted to create a tweet here, this is what the keyboard is going to look like when you have it in portrait mode, as you guys see. Pretty good. Then when we go ahead and rotate this back over, you're going to get a full-size keyboard here. So if you're somebody that's in class or whatever, this is what you're going to have. Now, you are able to snap these over and have multiple things going on at the same time here. I don't know what happened there. Let's go ahead and get YouTube back open. So let's split this over. So there it is. So let's go ahead and snap this. So that is snapped. So now And of course, you can resize these or whatever you want to do as well. So now that we have it in this position, let's go ahead and look at the keyboard a little bit more. So this is a keyboard. Now you can make this a floating keyboard as well, like that. Or you can go into your keyboard settings and you can split the keyboard if you want to have split. Let's go back. If you want to get this in handwriting mode, you can do that as well, and it'll detect your handwriting. That was kind of stribble strabble there, guys. Sorry about that. So that's handwriting. We're gonna go back to traditional, and you can theme this keyboard as well. You have themes. So as you guys see, you can have these colorful keyboard layouts if you want. I don't want any of that. I just keep my keyboard like it is. So that's a little bit of the keyboard. Here's a little bit of multitasking as well on here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the camera right quick and let you guys see that, the front-facing camera. So this will be good for your meetings and whatever you have to have. It's actually pretty good. The cameras on this are pretty good. You can record up to 1080p on this. You do have a button here to bring out your widgets. Now these, you can put whatever you want over here. These are, you can jump right in. If I want to jump into the weather, then I can jump into it there. This side, if you pull this over, this is where your notifications are. And you also have your toggles here for Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and things of that nature over here. You can bring up your keyboard here if you want. And pretty much you got your, different things there. Now the dock, or whatever it's called here, is in the center. You are able to move this over to the side if you want. Now you can swipe over and get to your widgets as well. Going into your main section here, this is where you're going to see your apps and things, and you can also get into your apps this way as well. You go back. Now I've downloaded things like Pandora, Netflix, things like that. So let's see. Someone asked me if there's any lag. That's a little bit of lag. This is not going to be as fast as your iPads or anything like that. But you see Netflix open up pretty quick. I don't want to play that. Let's go into something like Pandora if you want to listen at your music. I'm not going to play anything, but I'll give you a chance to see just how fast this opens up this app right here. So talking about the speakers, I'm kind of all over the place here. Let's go ahead and listen at the two front-facing speakers here. Let's go ahead and go back into the web browser. Let's go to YouTube, listen at a little bit of non-copyright music, and let you guys get a feel for how the speakers sound on this. I would say if this is if you're a college student or something like that, then this would be great, man, for taking around the class. It only weighs like a little bit over a pound. So here are the speakers. So as you guys see, the speakers are not too bad on this. They could be a little bit better, but this is a little small tablet. But since they're front facing, they really sound good. So I loaded up a couple of games, one of them being Asphalt 9. There's no issue playing this game on here. It does load a little bit slow, but once it's loaded, all the controls, everything works great on it. You're going to have a pretty good time playing this because it's a very light tablet. You're not going to get fatigued playing this at all. So it's going to be great. Now, I did hook this up to an external monitor with using a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, and it worked great. It did heat up a little bit having it hooked up like that to an external monitor, but it worked great. There was no issues at all with this. So navigating through the system here, let's go into settings. So this is your settings here. So this is what it's going to look like here. And let's go down to About. And this is where you're going to see all of everything I was telling you, running in Windows 11 Home in S mode. So we're going to take it out of S mode in a little bit here. One thing I got to say about this is the battery life is not great. I'm only getting about 3.5 hours of screen on time, and the battery life is not great, man. I started off this morning at 100%, been doing some things on the device, and right now it's at 63%, and it's probably been a couple of hours or so. So you're not going to get very great battery life out of this. So this is just how I've been using this device. I had a comment on the other video. This guy talked all day and didn't say anything that was useful. This is the way I'm using the device. So, if you have a request on something you want me to talk about, I will be making some more videos about this. Leave a comment down there and I'll try and answer the question. So going into something like Word, let's take a look at the Word app on here, application. And this is what you're going to get. Of course, it's going to ask you, do you want to get the Microsoft 365? Not right now. So here's a little test document that I was doing here. And you see you have all your functionality of a normal Word app here. Typing is going to be great, as you guys see. No issues. You can resize the text, color the text. You do also have dictation mode. This is a test. This is a test, comma, period. This is a test. This is a test, period. As you guys see, works great. I don't want to save. So if you're a student and you need that, or you get the Microsoft Pen, Surface Pen, then that's going to work great as well. So I think I've covered just about everything that I want to cover. You do have stuff like Whiteboard for drawing and stuff like that. And of course, you can download other drawing applications as well if you have the pen. And this is what you're going to get here, your Whiteboard. Now, I'm not an artist, but this is what you're going to get. As you guys see, if you had the pen, you can get in there and do that. So this would be great for someone that likes to draw and doodle and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put this into, let's go ahead and take this out of the S mode. So one way that I know how to do it, that I looked up, there's an app on here, switch from S mode, I think, switch out of S mode. Yeah, here it is here. So you go into your app store here, and once you press get, it's going to automatically take it out of S mode, I think. We're going to try it right here and see. So I just press get, and let's see what happens. It says working on it right there in the corner, as you guys see. And you're all set. So I am out of S mode. No more S mode for this. Let's go into the settings and check this out and see. Let's go down to about. And now I am in Windows 11 Home. So no more S mode. That's as simple as that, to take it out of S mode. And now I'm able to download any kind of applications that I want on here. They don't necessarily have to be from the App Store. All right, guys, so this has been my follow-up, 1 week follow-up on the Microsoft Surface Go 3, using it in S mode, and now it's out of S mode. I'm going to come back after installing some apps that are not in the App Store, such as Chrome and things of that nature, and I'll give you another follow-up on it. Will's Gadgets and More, I'm out.